Michael Carter was a 35-year-old documentary filmmaker known for exploring abandoned places and dark legends. His work was respected, his videos often went viral, but deep down, he craved more than fame. He wanted truth. That's what led him to Greyhaven, a village wiped from every official map after a tragedy no one talked about. The only clue he found was in an old church archive in New England, a stained, handwritten letter from 1903. It spoke of a fire, strange voices, and a priest named Father Elias who sealed the village with prayer and ash. Michael saw it as a challenge and perhaps the story that would make his career. With a backpack, camera, flashlight, and a copy of the cursed map, he left civilization and entered the woods. Locals warned him not to go. One old man had said, "You don't find Greyhaven, it finds you." Michael laughed it off, assuming superstition. The first few miles were peaceful, tall trees, birdsong, and broken paths. But as he moved deeper into the forest, the air thickened. The trees grew closer together and silence replaced all life. No birds, no wind, just stillness. Fog rolled in from nowhere. Then, just past a crooked oak tree marked with a faded cross, he saw it. Greyhaven, an entire village hidden by time. The houses were crumbling, but standing, as if frozen in the moment they were abandoned. The cobblestone streets were cracked but clean. It felt less like ruin and more like a memory. The village church stood at the center, its bell tower leaning, the cross on top broken in half. He began filming. "This is incredible," he whispered into his camera. "The village exists untouched, unclaimed." He walked through the silent streets, narrating into his mic when suddenly his camera glitched. Just a flicker. Static. But it happened again near the chapel. Inside, dust danced in the faint light leaking through the broken stained glass. Pews were in perfect rows. Candles, long melted, had run into pools of wax. As he passed the altar, he heard it, a soft whisper like a prayer in Latin. "Domine, libera nos." It stopped. He turned. No one. He panned the camera, and for a split second, a woman in black stood behind the last pew. He spun around, heart pounding. Nothing. He called out. Silence. He tried to leave, but the door was now stuck. Only after several minutes of pulling did it creak open. Outside, night had fallen far too quickly. The fog had returned, thicker, colder. Then the lights came on, all around the village, lamps lit. House windows glowed with warm light, though no electricity should exist. People appeared walking the streets in old-fashioned clothing, like from the 1800s. Their faces were blurry, out of focus as if smeared by paint. He called to them, but they ignored him, until one man approached, tall, dressed in a preacher's robe, face half hidden by shadows. "You shouldn't be here," the preacher said. "You're alive, they are not." Michael backed away. "Who are they?" The preacher pointed to the glowing homes. They stayed. They refused to leave after the cleansing. Father Elias warned them. Now they belong to the village. Michael asked how to leave. The preacher said, "You must walk the path in reverse before sunrise. If you see the chapel again, it's too late." Michael ran. He ran through the streets, trying every direction, but every turn led back to the chapel. The village shifted around him like a maze. His flashlight dimmed. His camera glitched violently, then died. He screamed for help, but the fog swallowed his voice. Shadows moved at the edges, whispering, watching, getting closer. In the final moments of his video, recovered later, his face appeared terrified. "I can't get out, don't come here, the village isn't abandoned, it's feeding." Then static. His footage was found outside the forest, perfectly sealed in his camera bag. A hiker found it next to a moss-covered sign, "Greyhaven, population lost." Michael's body was never found. If you wander into the woods with a camera and the fog grows too thick, you might walk into Greyhaven. But remember, if you see the chapel twice, you're already part of the village.